Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. And it is New Comic Book Day, and it is basically probably the last comic book day for a while, um, which is really kind of sad for me. And so, I went down and got my comics down from the store, and just the whole situation. I decided, you know what, I have to do this comic book day haul live, because it's just a sad day. Hey Perry, how you doing, man? So I go down to my comic book store, and they are open. We're able to go in, and first thing they say is like everything's on sale, 75% off back issues, 50% off toys, 50% off games, tons of comics marked down to $1 over here on this table. It's just, they had like 4 long boxes, now they're like 12. Hey Captain Comics, how you doing, man? And so, and I don't see the guy I normally deal with at the front desk. Is the 2 owners. I'm like, and they're like, well, I don't know if you know, but Diamond basically stopped distributing everything, and we had to lay off everybody. So, here's my store, the only store like in 40 minutes around me, and they already had to lay off their employees. And so it's just the owners right now, and she's about in tears. She's like crying. They're like selling off everything, and they don't know what they're going to do. The owner of the place where they rent, he's not going to stop wanting his rent, his lease checks, as for their store and whatnot. So they're just trying to stay open at this point, trying to sell as much of their back stock and back issues as they possibly could to stay open. And I'm like, man, that's rough. So hey, I'm True Skills. How you doing, man? So I decided, you know what, I got my comics, and I went ahead and went through the back issues, and I want to show those now too, because I grabbed a bunch of stuff. I dropped as much as I could in the store to try to help them out, but knowing they've already laid off their employees, knowing, after this week, they have no source of income unless they can sell what's already in the store, in a sense of back issues and stuff. And, after the hurricane that came through and it flooded everything, they're already in the debt, having to repair all the stuff that the hurricane hit. So I feel really bad for them. And I feel really bad for a lot of stores out there. There's a store in Sanford, just a few hours from here. They just closed down because of this. So a lot of stores are going out, and, there's not much we can do other than buy their back stock and try to help them out as much as we can. But on to the New Comic Book Day, which unfortunately feels like the last New Comic Book Day for a while. I have no idea when new stuff is actually going to ship again. But I picked up Fantastic Four X-Men number 3. This looks really good. The story's been really good so far, and I can't wait to continue it and see how this goes, because the Fantastic Four went to the island to see if the X-Men has kidnapped the kids. Then they found them out. They started fighting on the beach, and they took off and went over to Doom's Island. So we'll see where that takes us this week. Hey, no spoiling. Hey, Southern Comic Geek, how you doing, man? We're just talking about, I wanted to talk about my store specifically a little bit, that, they've already had to lay off all their employees, and I have no idea how long they're going to be able to stay open. So this may be my last comic book day at that store, which is kind of sad for me. Been there for a couple years now. So X-Men number 9, the King Egg, some of the King Egg for the Brood. They took it out to space to get all the Brood to follow them in their big giant whales. So X-Men comics have been hit and miss for me. This appears to be a continuation of last issue, which now that is an allergy cough. I hope it is not a corona cough. Don't curse me. But I am self-quarantining. I'm here. I did a soft handoff at the store. Well, I didn't. I practiced social distancing anyway, just in case. Justice League Dark number 21. Yeah, there's probably a lot of people that have the cough, have a cold, and the problem is here in Florida, it's pollen season as well. So I mean, my car is like yellow right now from pollen. So it's normal. The normal season for allergies is on top of it. Justice League Dark 21, the Rot Shall Inherit the Earth. I don't know. I think this may be a new starting point or something. I'm not sure what's going on. but it looks good. And Perry, Justice League Dark actually has been pretty good. The last story where they did the whole magic is going wonky, and the guy from the underrealm with the teeth face. I mean, it was amazing. And then they had the Witching Hour, and Wonder Woman had the power of Hecate. Like all this, it was great stuff. So then I picked up Last God number 6. Again, this is on I think your recommendation, Perry, or maybe it was Jabroni. I don't know. I picked up the last 5 like 2 weeks ago from Midtown. And then I went and got this one today. This has been a fantastic fantasy series. If you like fantasy, you should be definitely getting this. This is fantastic. Yeah, everybody will be able to catch up, even Rod. Batman, Curse of the White Knight. I got book 8. So Azrael looks like he's got Batman bent over. Man, he's that's crazy. But that's been a fantastic series as well. This one I know specifically is because of you, Perry, Folklords. I got the first 4 from Midtown, so I just got number 5 from my store. This has been pretty good. It was a surprise. When I first looked at the first one, I'm like, eh. But then I heard the recommendation. I went ahead and got it, and it's been pretty interesting. Then I got Nightcrawler, Giant Size X-Men number 1. I don't know. The last Giant Size X-Men didn't really impress me all that much. It was okay. It didn't seem like it deserved its own issue. So I don't know what's going on here, but they got some interesting characters in the background of that cover. So hopefully that actually has something to do with it. We'll see. Once and Future number 7. This is another one that's been really good. So I picked that up today. Yeah, maybe there's actually some words on this on the Comic Geek. I agree. Give us some story to it. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man number 42. The last issue was pretty good. I just started picking Amazing Spider-Man back up. After a while, I hadn't really been, keeping track of it. But I do like Otley's art. Spencer's doing okay with this, so we'll see. This is all about the book of something that gives everybody superpowers. Again, I got Red Border, and this again from Rod's show. The guys mentioned Red Border from Upshot and Resistance from Upshot. So J. Michael Straczynski, I like his stuff. Mike Deodato, Mike Deodato Jr. So it looks interesting. I'm going to read it, see if I like it, and see if I'll continue grabbing it. Though, honestly, now I can't say if I'm going to continue getting anything because I have no idea if anything else is actually going to be coming out anytime soon. So, all right. Ravencroft number 3. The last issue I wasn't super impressed with. This cover looks sick. So maybe the story is a lot better in this. We'll see. And then when I went ahead and I grabbed a bunch of back issues from my local comic book shop, knowing that they're struggling. I spend a lot more than I probably should. And I don't, like I don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of you, but I do want to be able to drop this much money for you guys to help, maybe help a little bit to keep you afloat until we can get some comics going again and get this Corona thing under control. I don't know if it'll help much, but I did get it. They need the help they can get. So I got Battle of the Atom. This was a $1 bin pickup. That's one I happen to be missing. And then I picked up Uncanny X-Men 148. Uncanny X-Men 148. So I picked that one up. I picked up Uncanny X-Men 152. And these are all ones I've actually been missing in my my collection. So I went ahead and just grabbed a bunch of back issues of Avengers, Uncanny X-Men, and just, I had a number in my head that I could, just drop there today and try to help them out. And I picked up back issues until I got to that number. Uncanny X-Men 164. That Binary. Captain Marvel, which was cool. All right. Uncanny X-Men 175. That's a great one. 20th anniversary special. Phoenix going crazy. Uncanny X-Men 176. And Uncanny X-Men 177. Yeah, binary, man. Yeah, that's kind of my plan too. Southern Comic Geek. I'm going to still try to buy all my bags and boards, all my boxes from my store. I am going to try to go there and just keep picking up back issues, what I would normally get new issues, and just spend it on back issues. I just hope they can stay. I hope enough of us that buy comics do this to help them out. Something to keep them afloat for a while, as much as we can. But yeah, that's my plan too, is just to go keep getting back issues as long as I can. And we'll see, as long as they stay open. Avengers 123. The Origin of Mantis. Avengers 140. Yeah, Beast, Vision. I think that's Yellow Jacket they're going into. All right. Avengers 154. Avengers 155. Avengers Against Doom. They got the Wizard on there too. All right. Avengers 156. Avengers 158. Wonder Man Against Division. Avengers 159. Graviton. I've always liked Graviton as a villain. He's crazy. All right. He's literally crazy. Avengers 163. All right. Avengers 189. Avengers 197. Avengers 199. Avengers 202. Ultron. Look at that. That's a cool cover. I like that. Avengers 208. Avengers 213. The Court Martial of Yellow Jacket. Avengers 216. Avengers 217. There's something else in my comic book shop. They give cards where you spend $100, whatnot, you get like $15 off. And a lot of people are showing up today using their cards to buy their books. I know it's your card and you earned it by buying money, but they need the cash. And you just kind of shorted them $15 at that. This guy, that could be $15 that they live or die on. So, I have a card. I didn't use it. And I'm not going to be using it through this whole thing until everything's back up and running again, because they need the cash. So if they close and the card goes away, I didn't lose anything. So yeah, if you have comic book stores that give you discounts and stuff like that, or you earn a discount, don't like a coupon, don't trade it in. Just buy it straight up. Do what you can to help your store. Avengers 222, the backhand issue. Which one was that? This one? Avengers 225. That's pretty cool with the Black Knight. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind haggling every so often. I haggle all the time about back issues, stuff like that. But today they're already cutting the price of the back issues. I already felt bad, but I wanted to spend a certain amount and to help them out. I was like, you do a GoFundMe. They're like, well, we don't want up here desperate. I'm like, well, fine, I'll just buy back issues. And then that way, at least, I can help you out. But I think everybody needs to do that. Suspend the whole trying to get the deal, try to help them out, get them stabilized, and then we can go back to normal operations later. Oh yeah, the trial. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Okay, Avengers 239. This is the way they go on Letterman. All right, so I got all that today out of the back issue bins. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing from now. New Comic Book Day will be actually back issue day. And I'll be going through and just kind of buy back issues as I can, and about what I normally would spend that week getting new comics, and try my best to help my comic book shop stay open. And I'm not saying go out there and blow all your money, but just you can give a little bit to help them out. I mean, a lot of it's not their fault. I mean, some of it is, and they don't have a lot of cash flow, or they're not prepared for these kind of things. But nobody's really prepared for being shut down with no product. I mean that's not much you can do about that. So, all right, guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I know this is a short one, but I just wanted to, to me, it's like the last New Comic Book Day for a while, and hopefully not the last New Comic Book Day for my store specifically. So we all need to help out where we can to our stores, to our community, and I'm going to be enjoying the new comics this week, and we will be reading them, and we'll be doing our Old Fogey and Young Whippersnapper quickfire reviews of these comics sometime this week, some type of live stream, and kind of just show off, hey, what we got, what we thought, and whether we recommend it, and maybe one trip to your store, you'll go and pick them up. So hopefully everybody has a good week. Stay safe, practice your social distancing, and don't get sick. Try to stay as unsick as you can, and hope everybody makes it through. And we'll see you next time here in the Long Box.